Hi guys, welcome to today's Instagram Live. I also welcome you to ask questions during this conversation. We will be talking about tracing diamonds. Hello, how are
Hi,
you?
how are you?
Nice to
Hi,
see you.
hi, Katerina.
Amazing, nice to have you here. Today will be a little bit more technical than usual. I was just saying to everyone who is watching, because normally I talk about pretty jewelry, but today we'll go into details about tracing where the diamond is mined, and specifically talking about Serene Diamond journey.
So we'll try to keep it as not technical as possible and keep it simple.
Fantastic.
Serene is a technology company that actually has been developing and providing technology for the diamond industry for the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the world's diamonds that actually reach the consumers' rings or bracelets and so on actually go through our technology along the journey from the mine to the consumer as part of the manufacturing process. And what we've done is being able to track that diamond through technology all the way as it goes down the diamond pipeline until it reaches the consumer. And that's a very simple idea, so that the consumer can know where the diamond came from, how it was manufactured, and basically tell the story about that diamond journey.
I think the main message is that it's important to know where your diamond's from. You want to make sure, that it's ethically sourced, and you also want to know the transformation it went through, because this journey goes from the rough to the polished. Why don't we explain a little bit more details what it is exactly, and how to check the journey, because the information is stored and accessible to the client. So how does it all happen? Limitation of the carat weight. For example, you do this diamond journey for diamonds above, I don't know, half a carat, or it can be done for any diamond.
No, actually, we can do it for practically any size diamonds. Of course, the big, unique, spectacular type diamonds, most of those kind of diamonds part of technologies. But actually, our systems go down even to very, very small diamonds, 5-point, 10-point polished diamonds, which are 1/10 or 1/20th of a carat. So it goes down to the small diamonds that are used in jewelry pieces, not necessarily the center piece, center diamond piece, but also the surrounding diamonds for bracelets, for earrings and things like that as well.
I have a question here from the audience. Let me ask it to you. Someone's asking, so it's very interesting what you're saying. Will this be attached, the certificate, I guess, to certificates like JA, or does Serene certify and give the journey?
So first of all, Serene provides a diamond journey certificate, both printed if needed or digital. And most people don't yet know, but we also provide 4Cs certification that is done through technology, AI-based technology that grades the diamonds, the color, the clarity, the cut weight, as well as other parameters. So we actually can provide a full 4Cs grading certificate along with the diamond journey in one digital or physical certificate. It does have a third-party grading laboratory. We can add this to that certificate as well.
Am I right thinking that the diamond journey is aimed to make the whole process more transparent, and for a consumer to understand better where the diamond comes from, that it's a natural diamond as well? Is this what prompted the the rise of this technology?
Yes, of course. In the end, the consumer is asking for it. Today's consumer is a lot more advanced than 10 years and 20 years ago. He wants to understand where his product comes from. Is it manufactured sustainably? How does it impact the environment? How does it impact the local communities? And so the traceability actually started from that requirement from the consumer and from the retailer. Traceability is just a way to connect that diamond to that whole pipeline, understanding how the mines take care of the environment, the local communities. Most people don't know that how much good actually the diamond industry is doing today. I mean, the diamond industry has somewhat of in the past, a bad reputation, and that's changed dramatically. And actually, most consumers don't know how much good that the diamond industry does for the communities and for the environment today.
Let's talk about it a little bit, because I think it's important. As you rightfully mentioned, we often forget that, or we probably stay a little bit in the past in our mind, thinking, about blood diamonds and all the controversies. But right now, as you said, because of the diamond industry, there is lots of positive sides, like there is jobs for people who otherwise might not have had a job. What kind of positive aspects can you highlight from the diamond industry?
I'll give just two, but there are many. Let's
Okay.
take, for example, a country like Botswana that 30 years ago was very, very poor, had a very, very weak infrastructure in terms of roads, schools, hospitals, and so on and so forth. The diamond industry by itself has enabled the Botswana communities to develop very, very significantly over the last 20 and 30 years. And it's mainly due to the diamond industry. It's provided employment for the local communities. And the diamond companies, the mines in Botswana, actually take very, very good care of the environment. Every hectare that if you take miners like Alrosa in Russia, they work with nearly all their water is recycled water. They have projects that take care of the environment. They use clean energy for a lot of their production. So the miners today actually are very, very socially aware, socially responsible, and actually contribute dramatically to the local communities that they're in. I think the diamond industry has really changed over the last 30 years and continues to improve itself, continues to improve its social and environmental record. And I think we're actually in a very good place today.
There is also some charities, like there is the big charity Diamonds Do Good, which also exemplifies that diamonds is not just about beautiful sparkly object, but it also has a meaning, and it's also has a purpose. So now, if we go back to the diamond journey, what are the stages, and how are you actually different from maybe some other services that help to trace the origin of the stone? Let's talk about the differences of Serene diamond journey from maybe some other certificates and blockchains and things like that.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to understand that, when we are looking on tracing the diamond, we definitely start with the provenance, origin, with the mine. But in our opinion, we definitely feel and also know that the whole traceability or tracking the process of diamonds, it starts from the mine, it starts from origin, but it has to be done during all the processes.
I think the diamond industry has really changed over the last 30 years and continues to improve itself, continues to improve its social and environmental record. And I think we're actually in a very good place today.
There is also some charities, like there is the big charity Diamonds Do Good, which also exemplifies that diamonds is not just about beautiful sparkly object, but it also has a meaning, and it's also has a purpose. So now, if we go back to the diamond journey, what are the stages, and how are you actually different from maybe some other services that help to trace the origin of the stone? Let's talk about the differences of Serene diamond journey from maybe some other certificates and blockchains and things like that.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to understand that, when we are looking on tracing the diamond, we definitely start with the provenance, origin, with the mine. But in our opinion, we definitely feel and also know that the whole traceability or tracking the process of diamonds, it starts from the mine, it starts from origin, but it has to be done during all the processes, because we can ensure that some kind of rough stone from the ground, and this is the same stone like on my finger. How you can make the physical world and the digital world, how you can see at every stage that it's literally matching, like I told before, like in reverse engineering, that this polished stone was done, for example, from this rock. This one not, just like an example.
Yes.
Basically, like David said, like in India, in Surat, and main manufacturing today in the world are using Serene technologies, and we are able, and still our R&D is working daily in providing new and new tools how you can also track the diamond. Customers in Japan and Southeast Asia, and also in Europe and in the States, then when they are ordering diamond journey, they also want us to provide to them 3D model that is an exact replica of original rough. And it's presented in this way to the consumer. So suddenly, you know, retailer differentiates himself because it's not only what he's explaining, he's also is able to show. And believe me, consumers really like to hear about diamond jewelry.
It's interesting, of course. They don't get to see the actual rough because it's worked on, and then they see the beauty in the end, but it's quite interesting to see what it all started from.
I think it's all about the experience in the store. You know, it's not just about information. It's important. Information is important in understanding where the diamond came from. But I think it's important to connect that together with the story. That amazing process of how the diamond was transformed, how that rough diamond looked. As I said, every rough diamond is unique. Maybe the consumer wants to actually choose the polished diamond by what type of rough it came from, because it connects to the shape of the rough. I don't know. It's again, it's part of the experience. And we've seen that being able to provide the consumer the story of that transformation from rough to polish is actually a very, very engaging story. And a lot of the consumers connected, especially the younger ones.
It's actually amazing how technology is changing the experience.
We're actually working together with very high-end luxury brands today on the diamond journey and traceability, because for the luxury brands, knowing where the product comes from is critical. It has to have that information and provide to their customer. So over the last year, things have been progressing very, very nicely, and there's been a very good acceptance to it on the retail side.
It's a very fascinating conversation because, again, if it was a few years ago, even before pandemic, I don't think we'd be able to talk about it. And now look, there is another technology which helps consumer to understand where their diamond came from, what it looked like, even, which for me as a gem lover and stone lover, it's amazing. You know, I would love to have my engagement ring, especially if someone invests into, you know, a sizable rock for the engagement, to also keep like this model of what it looked like before it turned into an engagement ring. I think it's like an added experience, as you say, for a consumer.